Good morning and welcome to Leadership Tip Tuesday with Coach Ellis. Hey, this is the day where I talk to leaders, whether it's emerging, existing, or exiting leaders, whether you're a leader in a home, the church, or a business, or a nonprofit, social club, wherever leaders are at. We talk about leadership principles. Today I want to talk to you about the leadership principle of powering down, which is really about delegation. Good morning. And this powering down, Mary, really talks about this idea of delegating things to other folk. Now, here's the thing about leadership. You're responsible, Lady D, for everything that happens in the environment. You're responsible for everything that happens in your organization. So what that truly means is that you have to make sure things get done. And you know what the truth of the matter is? You can't do it all. So you surround yourself with great people, great subordinate leaders, great people who follow, great thinkers, great minds. You surround yourself with people. And what a waste if you surround yourself with all this great talent and then you simply tell them what to do. How about delegating to them some things to do? Turning them loose in their own world, their own controlled environment, and tell them to go for the gusto. What delegation really is about is giving people the authority to go execute, to use their personal brain power, to use their ingenuity, to use their ability to innovate, to use what creation has given them to make things happen. Here's the important part about delegation that all leaders must understand. You can delegate authority, but you cannot delegate responsibility. At the end of the day, what that person does, they do on your behalf. So if it fails, it's your fault. If it succeeds, it's their victory. That's what leaders do. So this idea of delegating, you can delegate you can delegate authority, Harold. Deacon, you can delegate authority, but you cannot delegate. You can delegate authority, but not responsibility. So here's the other thing: that when you learn to power down, learn to delegate, that frees you up to do what you do. If you are the president of a company, your job is to look out 10, 15, 20, 30 years. You don't have time to be bothered in the day-to-day nug work that goes on every single hour. So you delegate, and we do this naturally. So if you're president, you're not the chief financial officer. You've delegated that responsibility. You're not the floor manager. You've delegated that responsibility. The idea of delegation is to you delegate that authority. It's to delegate the right authority to the right people to do the right job. So at another Leadership Tuesday, we're going to talk about the art of leadership. That means that you simply have to give people the authority, the resources, and the time, the art, in order to be successful. And at the end of the day, you are responsible. So let's delegate. Let's choose the people who can do this job well and give them all the authority they need to get it done. As one great man said, get her done. But you only can do that if you delegate. Because here's what happens. If you don't delegate and you just begin to regulate, then your people will not grow, and they'll leave you. Because they're saying, why am I here if I can't do anything? All I'm doing is what I'm told. You can pay someone minimum wage to do that. We don't hire people and bring people on board for what they can do right now. We bring them on board for what they're going to do 5 years, 10 years from now. How the potential for them to grow into the next great thing. So they cannot learn. They cannot make mistakes and learn from them if you don't delegate authority for them to get the job done. And sometimes in this delegation, the hardest piece about this, leaders, is we must underwrite the honest mistakes of those who we delegate to, because they're not always going to get it right. And that's okay, because truth be told, unless you are the one in a million, and chances are you're not, you didn't get it right all the way to the top where you are. In fact, some reasons we're at the top now, some of the greatest leaders now have made the greatest mistakes in the past, but someone delegated to them the authority that underwrote their honest mistakes. and turn them into teaching opportunities. Hey, this is Coach Ellis saying, have a great Leadership Tip Tuesday. Have a one-tabulous week, and we'll see you here next week. Goodbye.